Today is March 15th, 2019, and I am Kendall. This is an interview I'm having with Kimberly, who is my mom. Thank you, Kimberly, for taking part in this interview today. Let's start with having you share your full name.
Kimberly Ann Fulkerson.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you 15 questions. So the first one is, when and where were you born?
I was born in Castro Valley, California, which is in the Bay Area.
And what was it like in the house you lived in?
It was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath that my parents remodeled, and me and my middle sister, we always had to share a bedroom, which I didn't really like, but I was one of 3 girls.
Okay. And what was your earliest childhood memory?
We always went to Disneyland every year, and we did a lot of camping.
And was that with your whole family?
Yes.
Describe the personality of your family members.
We are a very close family, and we are Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian, so it's very loud when we all get together. It almost sounds like we're fighting, but we're not. There's always a lot of kids and a lot of food, so it makes it fun.
Okay. And what kind of pets did you have, and what were their names?
Growing up, we always had dogs. We were never allowed to have a cat because my dad didn't like cats. So I had a dog. He was half lab, half shepherd, and his name was Budweiser. And then I had a little tiny mutt dog, and her name was Pupcake.
And were these when you were like younger or older?
I was still in high school.
And who was the oldest relative you remember as a child, and what do you remember about them?
It would be my great grandmother, who was in her 90s. And I would go stay with her, and she would always make me waffles or cream of wheat. Those were my 2 choices of what I could have for breakfast. And she didn't have a driver's license because back then women really didn't drive. So she was in really good shape because she had to walk everywhere she went.
And what year was like that?
Oh my gosh, probably in the 70s, early 80s.
And how do you think the world is different now than it is when you were a kid?
I think a lot has changed. For us, it was all about respect growing up, and nowadays kids are very different. They have a lot more freedom. There's, social. They're very social. Their phones are their lives. Where back then, we didn't have cell phones and social media.
Okay. And what was it like when you were proposed to, and where and when did it happen?
It was actually New Year's, and we were in Reno at this restaurant/bar, and well, he was my boyfriend at the time. There was a band playing, and the band stopped playing, and he got up on stage, and I thought that he was gonna sing a song. I didn't know what he was doing, and he called me up there, and of course I was so embarrassed. I thought, oh my gosh, he's gonna make me sing a song with him, is he kidding me? And that's when he had this whole speech, and he got down on one knee, and then he asked me to marry him in front of everybody at this restaurant bar. It was really cute.
And then to follow up that question, where and when did you get married?
I got married in the year 2000, which was the big year. Everybody wanted to get married in the year 2000 because that was the millennium year. And I got married at a country club in Discovery Bay, an outside wedding.
Okay. And then why did you choose your children's name?
Well, my oldest son was Justin, and at the time, me and my whole family, we were big Days of Our Lives fans. And there was a guy on Days of Our Lives, and his name was Justin. And I really liked the name Ryan, but my husband's name was Brian, so everybody thought that's too close. And then my sister came up with the name Justin because we loved Justin from Days of Our Lives. So that's how my son got his name. And then my second daughter, Kennedy, I had heard Kennedy, and I just remembered that I loved it, but I'd also loved the name Kendall. And so at the time, I liked Kennedy a little bit more. And so I went ahead and named her Kennedy. But then I knew if I was ever to have another little girl that I wanted her to be Kendall. And so that's how Kendall got her name.
And what was your proudest moment as a parent?
Oh my gosh, there's so many proud moments. But one of them that really stands out is when my son was a senior playing football for Wood Creek High School, and the parents get to escort them out on the field. And I just remember that was such a proud moment for me. I was so proud of him.
And then who were your friends growing up?
My best friend was Stacy, and I still talk to her till this day. And another really good friend of mine, her name was Wendy, and we were like sisters. Like, she would go on vacations with my family, stay the night at our house all the time. I ended up dating her brother, which was kind of funny, in high school.
When did you meet them?
I met one in 6th grade and the other one in 7th grade.
And what was your favorite thing to do for fun?
I loved music. Once I got my driver's license, I loved being away from home. I loved doing hair and makeup.
Okay. And what school activities and sports did you participate in?
When I was younger, I did tumbling. I played girls softball. My mom had me and my sisters in every lesson. We did baton lessons, swimming, dance. When I got a little bit older, I cheerleaded in junior high. And then into high school, I started back doing dance again, and also took ice skating lessons.
And what's one thing you want people to remember most about you?
That I feel that I am a good person, and I do feel that I put my kids first. They're the love of my lives, for sure.
Okay, and that's it. Amazing.
How long was it?
8 minutes.